Never waste another dollar on your lawn again. I'm about to show you 7 ways professional landscapers cut costs while keeping their grass looking perfect. And nobody's talking about this. Look, most people think having a great lawn means spending hundreds every month. Wrong. The lawn care industry doesn't want you to know this. But you can cut your costs by up to 60% without your yard looking any worse. In fact, it might look even better. I've spent years in this business, and I'm going to break down exactly how to do it. First thing, stop buying pre-mixed fertilizers. Seriously, stop right now. Those bags at the hardware store are marked up 300%. Here's what you do instead. Buy straight urea or ammonium sulfate in bulk. Mix it yourself with some iron sulfate. You'll get the same results for a quarter of the price. The ratio is simple. 4 parts nitrogen to 1 part iron. That's it. Your grass doesn't care about fancy packaging. Second, sharpen your own mower blades. Most people pay $15 to $20 every month to get this done. Buy a blade sharpener for $30. It pays for itself in 2 months. Here's the trick nobody tells you. Sharp blades aren't just about cutting better. They actually save you money on water and fertilizer because clean cuts mean healthier grass. Healthier grass needs less of everything. Third, water at 4 a.m., not 6 a.m., not 8 p.m., exactly at 4 a.m. This is when evaporation is lowest and wind is calmest. You'll use 30% less water for the same results. Set your sprinklers to run deep and infrequent. Most people water every day for 10 minutes. That's backwards. Water twice a week for 30 minutes. Deep roots mean stronger grass that needs less maintenance. Fourth, collect your own compost. This one's huge. Stop buying topsoil and compost. Start a simple compost bin with grass clippings, leaves, and kitchen scraps. In 3 months, you'll have better soil amendment than anything you can buy. For free. Professional landscapers do this all the time. They just don't advertise it. Spread a thin layer twice a year. Spring and fall. Your soil will improve naturally, and you'll need way less fertilizer. Fifth, overseed in the fall, not spring. Spring seeding is a trap. You're fighting weeds, heat, and inconsistent weather. Fall seeding is 70% more successful and costs you less in water and weed control. Buy seed in bulk, not those tiny boxes. A 50-pound bag costs the same as 5 small bags, but covers 4 times the area. Look for contractor suppliers, not retail stores. The secret is buying at the end of summer when prices drop. Stock up then. Sixth, make your own weed killer. I know this sounds crazy, but it works. Mix 1 gallon of white vinegar, 1 cup of salt, and 1 tablespoon of dish soap. This kills weeds just as well as name brand sprays. It costs about $3 per gallon instead of $20. Spray it on a sunny day directly on the weeds. For tougher weeds, use the boiling water method. Pour boiling water on weeds growing in cracks or along edges. It's free and it works instantly. Seventh, cut higher than you think. Most people cut at 2 inches. That's wrong. Cut at 3.5 to 4 inches. Taller grass shades out weeds naturally. Less weeds mean less money spent on weed control. Taller grass also develops deeper roots. Deeper roots mean you can water less. Less water means lower bills. It all connects. Here's the thing everyone misses. Taller grass looks thicker and more professional. You're literally getting better results by doing less. Now let's talk about timing. Mow in the evening, not midday. Grass cut in heat goes into shock. Shocked grass needs more water to recover. More water costs more money. Evening cuts are gentler. Your grass recovers overnight with natural dew, free moisture that helps it heal. One more thing about equipment. Stop using gas if you can. Electric mowers cost 10 times less to run. A full charge costs about 30 cents. A tank of gas costs $8. Over a season, that's $200 saved minimum. Electric mowers also need almost zero maintenance. No oil changes, no spark plugs, no air filters. Here's something most people never consider. Group your tasks. Don't fertilize 1 week, then aerate the next, then overseed later. Do them all at once in fall. You save time, and products work better together. Aerate, then immediately overseed and fertilize. Everything settles into those fresh holes. Better results, 1 trip, less money. About mulch, stop buying it, bagged. Call a local tree service. They'll often dump wood chips at your house for free. They're trying to get rid of it anyway. Free mulch that looks professional. Use it around trees and in beds. It suppresses weeds and holds moisture. 2 problems solved for $0. Speaking of free, use grass clippings as mulch too. Most people bag them up and pay to have them hauled away. That's insane. You're literally paying to throw away free fertilizer and mulch. Leave clippings on the lawn, they break down fast and feed your grass. Or use them in garden beds as mulch. Either way, you're saving money on both disposal and products. Let's talk about diseases. Prevention is 100 times cheaper than treatment. Most lawn diseases come from overwatering and poor air circulation. Water less, cut higher, and dethatch once a year. You'll avoid 90% of disease problems. Fungicides are expensive. Not needing them is free. For the dethatching, rent a machine for $50 once a year. Don't pay a service $300 to do it. It takes 2 hours. You'll save $250 for 2 hours of work. Here's a professional trick. Test your soil every 3 years. A soil test costs $15. It tells you exactly what your lawn needs. Most people just guess and throw random products down. That wastes hundreds on stuff your lawn doesn't need. $15 every 3 years saves you from buying useless products. About those fancy lawn treatments companies sell. The 10-step programs, you don't need them. You need 4 things. Fertilizer in spring and fall. Weed control in early spring. Grub control in summer. If you have grubs, that's it. For applications instead of 10, same results. Less than half the cost. One thing that saves serious money is learning to spot problems early. Walk your lawn once a week. Look for brown patches, weird spots, or thin areas. Catching problems when they're small means fixing them cheap. Waiting until half your lawn is dead means expensive repairs, small bare patch. Throw some seed down, costs $2. Wait until it spreads. Now you're looking at $200 in sod or reseeding. Here's something about sprinkler systems. If you have one, adjust it yourself. Don't pay someone $100 to turn some dials. YouTube has thousands of videos showing exactly how to do it. Spend 1 hour learning, save $100 every time you need adjustments. Most systems need adjustment twice a year. That's $200 annually you're saving. Over 10 years, that's $2,000 for watching a few videos. Let's address organic versus synthetic. People think organic is expensive. Done right, it's cheaper. Compost is free. Natural fertilizers last longer, so you apply less often. Synthetic stuff is fast but needs constant reapplication. Organic builds soil health, so you need less of everything over time. You're not just saving money, you're creating a system that gets cheaper every year. About tools buy quality once. Cheap tools break and need replacing. A good spade costs $40 and lasts 20 years. Cheap ones cost $15 and last 2 years. Over 20 years, quality costs $40. Cheap costs $150. Math is simple. Same with hoses, sprinklers, and spreaders. Mid-grade quality that lasts beats cheap stuff you replace constantly. Here's the mindset shift that changes everything. Stop thinking about your lawn as something you spend money on. Think of it as something you invest time in. Time spent learning saves money spent fixing mistakes. Time spent on prevention saves money spent on solutions. Most people have this backwards. They won't spend 2 hours learning, but they'll spend $500 fixing what they messed up. One last thing that ties this all together. Nature wants your grass to grow. You're not forcing something unnatural. You're just helping what already wants to happen. That means less intervention, less products, less money. Work with nature, not against it. That's the real secret. Stop fighting your lawn. Stop throwing money at problems. Start understanding what grass actually needs. Water, nutrients, sunlight, and air. That's it. Everything else is just the lawn care industry trying to sell you stuff. So here's what you do tomorrow. Pick 2 things from this list. Just 2. Maybe sharpen your blade and adjust your cutting height. Small changes add up. Next month, add 2 more. In 6 months, you'll be spending half what you used to. In a year, your lawn will look better than it ever has. This isn't theory. This is exactly what professionals do for their own lawns. Now you know it too. If this saved you money, watch the next video where I show you the biggest lawn care mistakes that cost people thousands.